So recently, I was at work having lunch, and I was eating beans and broccoli, and a coworker came up to me, and she said she wished she could eat that because she really enjoys it, but she's on a diet. I'm like, you can't eat vegetables on a diet. I thought that was kind of weird, but I would guess that most people know that vegetables are good for you, and fruits and nuts, things such as that. But the craze with the paleo diet and how much protein everybody needs nowadays, it kind of gets lost. But vegetables can cure and prevent diseases. Less dairy can actually help you to lose weight, and plant-based diets can actually give you better life longevity. Dr. Garth Davis is a trained medical doctor, and he stated in his whole degree of becoming a doctor that he only had 1 hour of nutrition. And he said most doctors are like that. So most actual medical doctors, they're more trained in diseases and how to prevent that kind of stuff, but they're not trained in nutrition itself. Which gets us into diseases. Diabetes is the number 7 deaths in United States in 2015. There's 76,000 deaths from it. And Dr. Davis's book, Proteinaholic, explains that meat is a major cause of diabetes, not carbs. Cancer is the number 2 cause of death in the United States, and it is 592,000 deaths, and these are all in 2015. And breast and prostate cancer have a strong link with estrogen, and there's a lot of estrogen in cow's milk, which, dairy. And what I thought was crazy, actually, she said in her book, Pamela Popper said in her book, Food Over Medicine, the link between low-fat milk and cancer is actually stronger than the link between cigarettes and lung cancer. So I thought that was pretty crazy. You think lung cancer, you think smoking, but you don't think dairy with prostate cancer. Chris Ward also had stage 3 cancer, and instead of going through chemotherapy, he decided to do a plant-based diet after he got the surgery to get it removed, the cancer removed. And instead of chemo, he did the plant-based diet and then ended up getting rid of his cancer altogether. And you guys should read more about that in his book. It's called Chris Beat Cancer. Heart disease is the number 1 killer in America. It caused 614,000 deaths, and once again, just like the other 2 diseases, evidence suggests that vegetables, fruits, and nuts can help reduce the risk of stroke and heart disease. And that gets us to life longevity. Now, when I say vegetables, I'm talking beans and legumes, what's your beans, fruits, all that stuff is what I mean by that. I mean plant-based, not just lettuce. The Okinawans are from Japan, and they are in what's called the blue zone. And they're the longest living people in the world. And they did a study on them, and what they mainly eat are yams, rice, and soy. So a ton of carbs, not a whole lot of protein. I'm gonna get to weight loss now. So a lot of us have wanted to gain muscle or lose weight at some point. Most people agree that the way to do that is calories in and calories out. It depends on how many calories you eat for the day. Are you gonna get fat, or are you gonna get skinnier? Because if you overeat your calories and you don't, say you're not a construction worker or something, and you sit around and you eat a lot of calories, that leads to weight gain. It doesn't matter if it's protein, carbs, or fats. The thing with calories is that protein has got 4 calories per gram of protein. There's 4 calories per gram of carb, and there's 9 calories per gram of fat. So really, a lot of your calories are coming from fats if you do the calories in, calories out. And it gets me to this, is that these are actually both 200 calories. And the reason I'm showing these is because vegetables can help you to feel more satiated. It also has a lot of fiber in it, so it helps you to feel fuller to where you don't have to eat as much, or you don't want to eat as much, I guess I should say. Because I don't know really a whole lot of people that eat that much broccoli compared to like a half a Snickers. I could eat 2 or 3 Snickers easy, but those are the same calories. Here's another example of a big old plate of carrots. These are both 200 calories as well, or you can have a hot dog and a quarter. There's another big old thing of celery and Hershey's Kisses. So I think what happens with the paleo diet and stuff like that is they tell you to eat all meat to get to your caveman tendencies or whatever it is. And you eat, like, say, a steak. And of course you're going to lose weight because the amount of calories in a steak compared to a king-size Reese's is pretty significant, you know? So, but on the subject of protein, actually one more thing I wanted to show you is that it's funny because when you think about calories in and calories out, you can think about it in a healthy sense, but at the same time, it depends on how many calories you're eating. So in this example, you think, hey, I'll eat a small handful of nuts in the morning to lose weight. I'll just eat nuts all day, whatever, because it's healthy. But it's actually the same amount of calories as that size donut. Now, of course, it's healthier, but it still comes down to how many calories you can eat in a day. If you throw a bunch of nuts on your salad, then you might as well be eating a donut when it comes to calories. On the subject of protein, though, the paleo diet wants you to get back to the caveman tendencies and wants you to have a lot of protein. And like I said before, the paleo will help you to lose weight because of the calories involved in it is going to be a lot less than chocolate and dairy and, you know, chips or whatever you can't eat that's processed. When I started lifting weights a few years ago, I wanted to get, you know, real strong and big and everything, so I followed the whole protein thing where you got to have so much protein. They say you're supposed to have, like, you know, bodybuilders, so you're supposed to have like a pound or a gram to a gram and a half of protein per pound of body weight. That's a lot of protein. So I actually did an experiment after doing research on it and dropped my protein. I've probably been working on it for like 7 years. Now I dropped my protein the last year and I was only getting like 80 grams or so. And I tracked my bench press and my weight and my measurements of my body. And I found that my bench press strength did not go down. It actually went up a tad bit when I dropped the protein, and I still lost weight because I was trying to cut some weight at that time. So just in my own experience as well as the experience of others, you don't need that much protein. Like, people make a really huge deal out of it. You better drink a protein shake in the morning, you know, to lose weight. But in reality, that protein shake in the morning is adding another 150 calories to your overall day, when most people don't want to drink a protein shake anyway. It's not really enjoyable. And evidence shows actually that instead of 1 gram per pound of body weight, you can get away with 0.7 grams per pound of body weight. And that is from Robert Morton in his systematic review of protein supplementation and weight training. And I just say 0.7 grams for like lifting weights such as that if you want to have some, you know, muscle mass. But in reality, my wife, she didn't track her protein at all, and she lost I think it was like 60 pounds recently. All she did was track her calories, ate more vegetables, therefore she's not gonna eat a king-size Reese's, which you can eat king-size Reese's if you really want to, but then the calories for the rest of your day is gonna be shot. And also I meant to say for calories, it depends on the person, what size you are, whether you're male or female, your genes, what you do every day. I have a friend that, say I can eat like 2,000 calories a day because I have an office job, but I have a friend that can eat like 3,500 calories a day and he's got visible abs, but it's because he's a construction worker. So he's just moving all day, so he's allowed to eat all those extra calories. So in summary, vegetables can help you with diseases, it can help you with weight loss and longevity of life. And you have to ask yourself, do you want to be like most Americans and be sick and overweight?